Hey guys, sorry I'm a little bit late. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in San Diego, California, where it is kind of cloudy and muggy and hot and humid, and it is just bizarre here. This is not the kind of weather that we usually have, but welcome. Glad you're here. I'm late because Facebook keeps changing things on me, and every time I go live, it's something new and different. And in fact, I look really different on my phone than I do in my group when I'm trying to watch. So now I'm really confused. But anyway, I'm going to move back a little bit because I don't know why, but my head's like really, really big. I don't know what happened with that. There must be a Zoom somewhere that I don't know about that I've suddenly decided to use. All right, well, hi guys, this is Robin. And we have, for some reason, decided that we are going to just be kind of weird today in my group. I wonder if anybody's here. All right, so anyway, for everybody who is here or coming, we are going to be doing a, well, I'll surprise you with what we're doing, but we are going to be doing a card today as per usual, and we are going to be using a set that I just got called Cottage Wreaths. And the reason I got it is because coming up on October 1st is World Card Making Day, and Stampin' Up is going to be doing something really cool where they're going to be having an online event that anybody can sign up for. So if you go to StampinUp.com, you should be able to sign up. And they are going to be using 3 bundles. You don't have to have them, but I am going to end up getting, I think, 2 out of 3 of them. One is Cottage Rose, which is in the annual catalog. Goes with the Abigail Rose, that pretty paper that's kind of in neutral colors. The other one is Cottage Wreath, and the third one is called Warm Wishes, which should be on the way to my house, which will be in the new January through June catalog when it comes out, but they're actually letting us get it a little bit early. So it's called Warm Wishes, and hopefully by next week I'll be able to show you what that is. And you can get it early, which is really kind of cool. The other thing going on right now is our Perfect Partners. That's only through the month of September. I talked about it last week, but I think, let me put you down so I can kind of show you what that is. Oh gosh. Okay, so the Perfect Partners, hopefully you can see this. Oh my. I'm going to pull this up because for some reason it's decided it's going to really be big for me. Anyways, the Perfect Partners is this set that you can get these dies for the apple blossom, the fresh cut stems, our little piggies, the tree trimming, and the waterfall dies and the Yeti dies. And so those are only available right now for the month. And I don't know why we are on such close up here. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to play a little bit more. Although it looks good in my camera, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so those are available right now just for this month, I'm guessing while supplies last. Then we talked about the World Card Making Day. So there's that information. Those are the sets. Like I said, this is that Warm Wishes set that you are going to be able to get soon. Actually, what am I saying? You can get it now, which is really cool. So this is the Cottage Wreath set that we are going to be using today. And it comes with a stamp set as well as matching dies. Stamp set is obvious that you can use it winter, spring, summer. Today we're going to actually make a Halloween card. But I can easily see this using for Christmas cards. It's got a Merry Christmas. You can use it, you know, with the little acorns and the leaves for Thanksgiving kind of set. So one thing important I do want to show you in here that I didn't realize I was watching somebody else using this set. Hopefully you guys have figured out how to take your stuff off and stick it down here. But I want you to notice these two little tick marks here, one here and one here. Those are there to help you line up your stamps, and they're also to help you line up the dies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Sharpie marker, and I'm going to make a little mark right where that little tick mark is on both of these. So that now when I put them on here, I can put them going the same direction. Oops, that's a little too small. And we're going to put them, you know, going up like that. See the little tick mark? You can see a little easier there. Will this one fit on here? Good. All right, so you can see that those little tick marks are going up. Why is that so important? You'll see on the dies, the die that cuts out, this is the one that cuts out the twiggy looking one. And this is the one actually we're going to use today that cuts out the bigger wreath. See the little tick marks there? So they will exactly fit when you are cutting them out. So we'll see that in a minute. So let me put these to the side. The other thing we're going to be using today is we're going to be using the Cottage Wreath paper, which is the paper that has both the large and the small checks on it in lots of different colors. And we're also going to be using this Celebrate Everything paper. And this is a huge package of, I think it's 48 sheets, so it's like 4 times the size. And it has everything for every season. So we've got the Halloween paper that we're using, and the back sides just have kind of more neutrally kind of things. Some black and whites. This one's going to get a lot of use around Christmas time. Stars. I'll show you the back of this one. Sorry, I'm missing some backs here. We got a pretty, I'm guessing this is Pacific Point. Not sure what these greens are. It looks like Evening Evergreen and maybe Mint Macaron, I'm not sure. Oh, that's bright. This is another really great fall one with the neutral on the back. Saw a lot of people using this like for 4th of July. Great for making a New Year's card. This is great for any happy card. This reminds me of a Victoria's Secret box and has great little polka dots. I've used that one. Anyway, the only way that you can get this paper is if you place a $150 order or more, or if you get a bunch of people together and get a $150 order or more, because you can only get it with rewards. And with $18 worth of rewards, or if you don't have quite that much, you can make it up. You get that huge packet of paper that's like 4 papers. So if you have like $180 worth of of rewards, you can get it for free. So here's the card that we are going to be making. I don't know, it seems kind of dark in here, so let's move that over a little bit. Hopefully you can see that okay. Anyway, and you can see we've got the wreath and it cut out. We've got that Halloweenish paper. We've got some of my, I think probably my favorite ribbon. I think I've used 2 whole spools of it already, the little black and white checks. And you'll see in a minute where this comes from. See what I mean about the Cottage Wreath paper? That's the one that is in the suite with this one. So let's get going. First, we got a page from that Celebrate Everything paper, and it is black and white, but we are going to color in all our little lanterns here. Lanterns? Jack-o'-lanterns, there we go. And I just love that you can use it black and white, or you can color it all in. And all I'm doing is I'm coloring I've got a pumpkin pie marker here, blend rather, not marker, blend. And I'm coloring all the lines down the jack-o'-lanterns with my dark pumpkin pie. Let's just do half of them first and then go back, because we do want to be able to blend them a little bit. And then I'm taking my light pumpkin pie and just gonna blend it out. So that gives me some shading there. You can only do so much at a time, or the alcohol marker won't really blend well for you. I like making the circles like this when I'm trying to blend stuff in. It's also kind of nice to do on this one, because if you go outside the lines, you're onto black, and black doesn't seem to care if you go outside the lines so much. So it's actually a really easy one to kind of start. All right, let's do a little more. So I'm using the bullet tip, the smaller tip one, to do the lines. And then when I'm kind of shading them in, gosh, I think this has more jack-o'-lanterns than my other one did. I'm not going to do these two, because guess what? I think they're all going to be covered up. If they're not, we'll come back. I'm not sure if anybody is here, but if you are, thanks for coming. Like I said, Facebook is doing some weird stuff with me today. I'm just glad I got only a couple minutes late. And whoops, that's probably not gonna. Some of the putting together, and then we'll do some stamping. So this is just a regular card size piece of the basic black, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I like to line up these corners, even though you try as hard as you can to score things perfectly even. It doesn't always work that way. All right, so then this is gonna be going on top with my favorite glue here. Isn't that funky looking, the way that bleed through a little bit? All right, and then remember that cottage checks here? See what I mean about it's gonna just cover up all of that. So this is a piece that's 2 by 5 1/4. I don't know if you saw what I just did there, but what I did was, this is a 4-inch piece, 4 by 5 1/4, and I lined it up so that this is on here, so that this is the middle, so I could just get an easier way to find the middle on here. All right, and now I'm gonna show you how I made these two. Well, it's not one long thing, because you notice that you can see the checks through there. I didn't want it black because I didn't think my spider would show up so well. So I took my this largest stylish shape, and I cut it out of the black. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut it in half. Doesn't even really have to be exactly in the middle, because it's going to get covered by our wreath. And then we're just going to put it down like that. I think I'm going to wait to glue it down just to make sure that I get it covered by the wreath perfectly. And then that's for my inside, and this is for my wreath. All right, so remember these little tick marks that we decided we were going to put one at the top of both of those. And this is actually a photopolymer set. Obviously you can see through it, but it's also a distinctive set, which means all of these little leaves are going to come out with the different kind of variegated areas without even having to do anything. And this is it really Calypso Coral? I guess that is what I used. I thought I used Pumpkin Pie, but let's see. Yeah, that's not the same thing. Okay, let's try that again. What happened to... Hold on a second. Hold, please. All right. Who's been playing tricks on me? Let's see where my pumpkin pie is. Get a new piece here because that looks like it's showing through a little bit. There we go. How about we get pumpkin pie instead of Calypso Coral? We'll just save that for another time. Because it is pretty. It's just not the color I wanted. All right, let's try this again. First, I'm just gonna stamp that off a bunch. Work fine enough. It might actually give us some extra little bit of color in there. And since we forgot this time, let's get our piercing mat here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stamp this off once just to make sure that we got the color that we wanted here. And then remember we have that at the top. Isn't that cool how variegated that is? And then we're going to take in black and stamp the little twiggy looking ones. So we got some Memento Black. This is another way that sometimes is really good to ink up these larger stamps, is just to put them down flat. And remember, we're going to put this at the top too. And then this is going to do a better job than I did before of lining it up on our wreath. So that's pretty cool. And then we're going to make a little spider. All right, and then we are going to take, just so we can finish with our stamping, we're going to take the little boo, and this is also the littlest one from the Stylish Shapes that I was just showing you, and make a little boo. And then last but not least, I think what I'm going to do on the inside is make another little spider. Still haven't decided, I guess this is right side up here. I'm going to make a little spider in the corner. And what this, again, like I said, is for the inside. And then I'm going to take my black Stampin' Right marker, and this is the only one that you can buy single. And I'm going to make this long. I don't really care that it's not perfectly straight, because I just figure they don't make perfectly straight webs either. So isn't that cool? That's for our inside. Okay, I think we're done stamping. We need to get this cut out though. Now, remember I said these have their own little tick mark on here, and that's going to go on the top also and make this way easier to cut out than you could ever believe. So that is my hint for as soon as you get these, you really want to make those little marks before you even take them off, so that you can, well, I guess you do have to take them off and put them on that back thing, because that's where they are. Okay. And I forgot to cut out my spider, but lo and behold, I have some extra spiders, so we're good. So see how nicely that cuts that out, how nicely they work together, and how it just cuts it out so perfectly. So let's put this together now. Bring back in our card base. Let's get our little insides back on. I don't know if any of you noticed I have henna on my hand, so I might as well tell you why that is. A lot of it is worn off already, but hey, we do have people. Hi, Roz. Yay, it's working. The henna is because my daughter got married almost 2 years ago now, in the middle of COVID, before we even had vaccines, to her husband 2 years ago, middle of COVID, backyard wedding at her in-laws, and so we never got to celebrate. So we just had this week ago a lovely celebration with some Indian dancing and a henna artist, and some amazing food. So that's why I was not here last Monday, because I was visiting my daughter and doing that. So glad you guys came back and found me. All right, so let's put this together here. So this we're going to put some dimensionals on, because I don't think I can make a card without dimensionals. Whenever anybody says they're going to make a simple card and just use ink and paper, I always say I don't understand how to do that. So that's going to go there. So that looks like a good place to put our cut in half stylish shape. I think that's kind of in the middle. Let's try that little thing that I was telling you I was going to do before. Again, this is just in basic black, obviously. Basic black, white, and pumpkin is our theme of the day. I'm not sure there's an up or a down to this wreath, but, and then I am going to use, I think some, will a big one fit on here? Yeah, I guess it will. Those Stampin' Up! People know their stuff. I'm always amazed, like, how did they know? You know they know. This is not, this is intentional, that the dimensional fits exactly on the back of that. And then we're gonna, does the dimensional fit exactly on the back of this spider? I'm not sure. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Let's get some baby ones. Put it on both sides. And before I glue this down, I guess that's the up. Did I do it even right on the inside? No. Oh well, upside down spider. I don't know which way's up and which way's down. We'll do it once each way and somebody can probably correct me. But with it just sitting here, I'm going to take my marker again and I'm going to go from about here up. And take off my little dimensionals. Covers. I don't know what you would call those. I don't know. And now my little spider can just sit here like that. And then, uh-oh. Well, I had some black matte dots to put on here. They must have fallen down. Let's see if I can find them. Well, I have the case, but I don't have any black matte dots. Let us try something else. Here's some other dots, black dots. So these are the classic matte dots. Come in handy. Wow, wonder what happened to those. Now I get to tear apart this mess that is my desk and try to find them. I don't know why that's sticking so bad. Okay, so let's get a couple of these. We forgot our little bow here. Another one by our little boo. All right, let's get our favorite black and white gingham This is how I like to do them because honestly, for me, this comes out perfect every time. Little one, big one, wrap them around each other. Because this always lays flat for me. Just have to decide what size bow you want. Cut your little ends. And find a little glue dot. Stick it up here, and I think we can be done. What do you guys think? We got our little ready for Halloween. Ready for Halloween. I'm hoping that we can see this. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this thing today? It doesn't want me to see any of your comments, so sorry about that. Yes, Roz, I agree. This is such a versatile set because you can do this for Christmas cards, which I'm sure we're all looking ahead for that. You can do it for fall cards. I mean, it's really wonderful. All right, I'm going to turn you back up. I guess I'm going to have to play with this a little bit more between now and next week so we can get this right. Beautiful. You're very cute. All right, so the other thing I just wanted to talk to you about is I do have a couple of classes left. For next weekend, I'm going to have a class here, or else if somebody wants me to send them the class, we're going to do a fall class using the Rustic Harvest set. And I think I threw in one using the soft seedling set because I had so much fun playing with that the other week. So if you want to play with us either here in San Diego, let me know. You can email me at stampwithdrrobin@gmail.com or make a little comment here and give me your email and I'll send you some more information. So take care. I will be back next week at 1 o'clock. Just like usual. Hi Kathleen, thanks for joining. We're almost done here, so you'll probably want to just go back and rewind it so you can see this cute little Halloween card that we made today. All right, and then later this afternoon, this evening, I will put it up on my blog, stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com, and it will be all there, ready for you to get all the measurements, etc. So see you next week. Take care. Bye.